It's a vlog day. It's a Friday. It's TGIF day. TGIF day. TGIF. I gotta get that song together. Okay. But it's not a vlog day. Because your girl didn't do anything, go anywhere. So it's not a vlog day. But what it is, and I thought about this just because every time I go to my sister's house to cook, she never has anything. I mean, from seasonings to the right kitchen utensils, just the basics. This is not a seasoning. I'm going to do that though. Your basic seasonings to have in your house. But I want to start off with the basic utensils, guys. The basic utensils that you have in your house. Oh, and I do know to get the itch. Okay, some of these things you guys may not have. Some of these things Soul Squad members you may have. Some things you probably never even heard of and you think that you should have or want to have. But yeah, the basics utensils to have in your kitchen. And then I'm gonna show you guys something that irks me so badly when I'm watching a video and people not using utensils correctly, especially when it comes to baking, because you really want to be precise when you're baking. It's all about the right amount of measurements to make that dish turn out right, and you know, to make everything turn out right. I have so much stuff in front of me, I'm not sure where to start at, but you know, I'm gonna start at what irritates me the most, and measuring cups. This, guys, is a 1 cup measuring cup. With this 1 cup measuring cup, since it's a 1 cup measuring cup, it doesn't mean that you go all the way to the top right here and you have 1 cup. No, you're way over 1 cup. For measuring cups, they all have measurements and lines. Measurements and lines, guys. And for this side, 1 cup, and it's right here at this line, 1 cup, which is 8 ounces. It's 1 cup. And these measuring cups, I have them all. I have 2 cup measuring cups. I even have measuring cup measuring glass all the way up to I think 4 cups in my measuring glass. Okay, so what disturbs me the most, and what I'm saying disturbs me the most, is that when I see people use this is for liquids only, and they will put like their flour, their sugar, anything that's a solid. You know what a solid is? A solid is something like flour and sugar and cake powder, which is like powdered sugar, cornstarch, anything that's not liquid, does not go in this cup. Does not go in this cup. Liquids only, from your oils to your milks to your juices, anything liquid that you're measuring out, do not go in this cup. And this is a 1 cup, people, 1 cup, and it ends right here at the measuring of 8 ounces, not all the way at the top to the rim of the glass. You're past 1 cup. Now, let me tell you this. This is also a measuring cup. I'm holding it very carefully because I have water in here, and I'm going to show you and demonstrate to you exactly why this one is for liquids and this one is for solids. These silver cups that you see here, measuring cups, the half a cup, the whole cup, the 1/4, the 1/3, these are what you use when you're doing solids. Okay, now I have 1 cup of water in here. I have this 1 cup of measuring glass. This is a 1 cup right here. And someone told you measure out 1 cup for an ingredient. Wow. Do that even look like that's 1 cup, guys? Is it anywhere near 1 cup? Look at that. Remember, your 1 cup is here. 8 ounces, 1 cup. This is down here at this line, and this line is giving me, this is not even giving me 2/4. Just look inches away from 2/4. So if you're thinking that you're doing an ingredient, okay, you're doing an ingredient and it's telling you 1 cup of milk. And I see this so much on YouTube, people doing cooking demonstrations and stuff. Not those really ones who really know about measurements and cups, but people who doing it, and they take this thing right here and say 1 cup of milk and pour it into you're shortening your recipe. You're shortening your recipe. You see, this 1 cup versus this liquid 1 cup doesn't make a quite bit of 2/4. So you way off with your 1 cup ingredient. So if you're doing a recipe and it say 1 cup of milk, please pick this up. This is for liquids. This is 1 cup, 8 ounces. You cannot go wrong. Do not fill it to the rim, because you're way over. Take it right to that red line. Yours could be blue, yours could be red. To this red line, 8 ounce, 1 cup, to make that recipe correct. Use this for liquids only. Again, you could get these as big as a 1 cup, a 2 cup, a 4 cup, an 8 cup, and they get bigger. But that's only if you're really into baking. But if you're just a standard, standard home cook and everything's like that, you want to measure out something, get this 1 cup measuring cup. 1 cup measuring cup. Stop using these measuring cups here. These are only for solids. This is for your sugar and your flour and things like that. And you know what I need to do too, and I need people to do, well, another thing is that when you're basically measuring in these cups right here, and you put your flour in here and you scoop it up, and your flour is sitting this tall, you're way past the capacity for your recipe. I need you to take your finger, take your hand, take anything, and smooth it across. And it's flat, and it'll be all around. It'll be 1 cup. Because so when you scoop, and you scoop out this, and you have that hump, and you say, that's 1 cup. No. I want you to be precise with your baking, when you're making a recipe and you're using this for your solids, for your sugar, for your flour, for your cornmeal, but anything that you're using this for your solids with, always level it out. When you scoop it in, wipe it across. You scoop it in, you wipe it across, and that way you'll be level at your measurement, and your recipe should come out perfect. So guys, remember, this is for solid ingredients only. This is for liquids only. And if you're just a home cook the way I am, but I do bake, so I got different measuring cup sizes and stuff like that, your basic, what you need, say it, sister, this is for you. This is 1 cup for liquids. This is 1 cup for your solids. Measure it off, flatten it out so it could be even. Basically, if you're a basic home cook the way I am, and I really do, I'm not a chef, I'm not anything, but I found out certain utensils that you just need to have in your house. Get your measuring cups so you can stop using cups, so you can stop using this for liquid. This is for solids only. And this is his brother's, a measuring cup set, solids only. Don't put any liquid. Do not measure out any liquid in these cups. Measure out liquids only in the glass measuring cups. These measuring cups here is for your solid ingredients like your chocolate chips, your chocolate candy, anything hard and solid. This is what you want to measure in. Okay, who will go next? Potato smasher. This is what a new school potato smasher look like. Yeah, you see this, you're like, oh my God, potato smasher. But I also like this, not only for mashing my potatoes, but this is also good. See this? This is the new school style. If you see this, you're like, hey, what is this? You can use this for mashing potatoes. You can use it for mashing sweet potatoes. You can use this for mashing your hamburger and your turkey meat, your ground beef, to ground it up in your pan to get it all broken down. You can use this. This is what you may be used to seeing right here, which is your old school smasher, which if you have in your kitchen still work perfectly fine. I never used it on ground beef, but this is what you use for your mashed potatoes. This is what you use for your For your sweet potatoes, you want to make mashed potatoes on top of the stove. This is what you may recognize the most. But they're getting so new with everything. So I have one of each. I'll grab, if I'm doing my ground beef, I'll grab this one real quick. If I'm doing mashed potatoes, I'll grab this one real quick. But if I don't find this one, you can still use this old school mashed potato smasher, guys. This basic utensil you need in your kitchen, at least the basic utensil, a masher. The second basic utensil, everyone needs a cutting board, big, small, or large. You need a cutting board just so you won't scrape up your countertop. You got good expensive countertop. You can use this cutting board to cut up your veggies, your vegetables, wash it all. Yeah, anything you use on here, if you cut up chicken or anything that you use on your cutting board, make sure you always give it a good cleaning afterwards so that you won't pass different types of Ebola and germs and stuff onto other veggies and vegetables and stuff like that. And then too, great tip, if you're like you're into organics and someone come to your house and they use this, you need to have a separate board. Like, so like if someone comes to your house and they don't eat I ain't gonna say organics food, but I'm gonna say like if someone are vegans and therefore they use separate dishes and stuff prepared and cook their food. So maybe you want to have 2 chopping boards in your house. One just for if you using like for vegan foods and things like that to chop your food on. Have something separate, but always give your chopping board a cleaning when you get finished with your cleaning solution. So you want transmit or carry stuff from one thing to another, from your meats to your veggies and stuff like that. Now, that's the basics. I'm gonna give you what you need, the basic utensils in your home. Another basic utensil that you need in your home that a lot of people rely on is a can opener. Yes, we get fancy, we get electric can openers and things like that, but what if it breaks? What do you do? Always have, this is an old school can opener. This is my grandmother's can opener. Nice, healthy, old school can opener. I don't know if they even make these anymore, but always get you, and my grandmother is no longer with us, and this is her can opener. Nice, healthy. I love this can opener. But always have your can opener in that drawer. That electronic can opener could break at any given moment, and you want to have a backup plan. This is a basic utensil to have in your house. Is a good strong can opener, you guys. Let's see what else we have here. Plastic, rubber, plastic, whatever you want. They're making frying pans and things these days with that non-stick acrylic type materials in your frying pans. You don't want to use anything metal, guys. These are, I don't have my rubber spatula. I do have a rubber spatula. So you want to have like a spoon, a whisk, and all this plastic utensils, rubber spatula. You want to use some rubber utensils so you won't destroy your pots and pans. You can last longer, you can have them longer. Even though, the only thing I don't like about the rubber whisk is that it's not very sturdy. If you're trying to, it's something, you have a lot of something in that good frying pan, and you don't want this wire whisk right here to be hitting and scraping up your pan. I love the wire whisk, but I tend to use it more with a lot of baking and stuff in glass bowls. But I attempt sometimes to put it inside a frying pan because it's more sturdier. The grip of it is more better. You can grip it more. It's not as flimsy as this wire whisk, as this plastic whisk. But sometimes if you got good frying pans, you need this. You need this plastic. You want to mess up and scrape up the bottom of your pan, so you need this plastic. But if you're a pro and you want to go with the wire whisk and you know how to whisk without touching the bottom of that pan and scrape it up, by all means use your wire whisk. This is a basic utensil. You need plastic, rubber plastic utensils in your house if you're getting good pans. This right here, my sister cracked me up when she went in my drawer. What is this? Do anyone know what this is out there? This is, if you're Italian or you make a lot of pasta, this is a pasta fork for your spaghetti. This is good for serving spaghetti once it's ready. pick up. You see the way the ridges are made? The spaghetti falls in between the ridges when you pick it up. It's good for when you're cooking spaghetti, when you want to see if it's done, to go in that pan and lift it up and you can pull the noodle off. So this is a pasta fork. If anyone's seen this, was not aware what this was, I had to tell my sister. So yeah, so you want to have this. This is basics. If you got good frying pans in your house and you don't want to mess them up, you have to have your rubber utensils. If you have a good whisk that you know how to use it lightly without touching the bottom of that pan, okay, so you use your metal whisk, because I love it. It's more sturdier. I think I handle it better than the plastic being all flimsy and stuff. So yeah, utensils, the must-have utensils. I mean, you don't have to be a chef, but these are things you want to have in your drawer. You want to have your couple of plastic, some rubber. These are about Rubbermaid. Some nice forks, some nice utensils, some nice rubber utensils, don't mess with your pans, and a nice wire whisk. You always want a good whisk in your house. I go through whisks, oh my God, I go through them, but this is really good. This is a good whisk. You have to have this, and it's a must-have. Have a whisk in your house. It's a must-have utensil. Now, wooden spoons. Listen up, listen up, listen up. Wooden spoons is another must-have in your house. You gotta have wooden. It's a wooden spoon, wooden spatula. Wooden spoons is a must-have, just because, again, you have those fragile pans that you don't want to mess up. If this is too flat, they don't wish they had a wooden spoon whisk, but they don't, right? But this is too flimsy for you, and you're not getting a good grip when you're stirring, and you can't get that good stir. Get you a wooden spoon. A wooden spoon would do it all the time. It's sturdy. You could get in there. You could scrape the bottom of that pan. It doesn't destroy your pan. Guys, get you a set of wooden spoons. This is a must-have in your home. Okay. Spatulas. These are called spatulas. They are commonly used in the baking world, where that you scrape down sides of bowls and making frosting and things like that. You use a spatula to scrape stuff down. Even if you're making homemade pancake or waffle mix, after you use your whisk, from whisking, you want to scrape down the side of the bowls, you grab your spatula. These are called spatulas. I have a black one, red one, and a white one. I used to have a brown one, but I broke it. I don't know how, right? You need some spatulas. Get some spatulas in your life. You just get one. I just have 3. I don't know why I'm going through, but you don't need but one. You just need to have an arsenal of certain utensils that must have in your kitchen. When you want to go cook, you want to try a recipe. A recipe said, now grab your spatula. Don't be grabbing don't be grabbing a spatula look like this and flipping pancakes. I don't know why I get my spatula. I don't know, and I don't want to get up. Laziness, jeez. Don't be grabbing a regular spatula. You know the spatula flipping pancakes? No. They're talking about one of these. These are your spatulas. These are good. A must-have in your kitchen, whether you're a baker or not. Have a spatula, at least one. I have 3. You used to have 4. Okay. Another must-have in your kitchen are serving spoons. When you have events or you having dinners, guys, have serving spoons. I get my serving spoons from the dollar store. Look at them. They're nice. They're doable. Have you some serving spoons. At least have you about 5 or 6 different serving spoons, because you don't want to take that same spoon when you cook and you set food out. People dipping with the same spoon, mixing up food inside other foods and all that stuff. Yeah, I don't get down like that. I don't like that when it comes to serving spoons. So each dish should have its own serving spoon. But if you're not an entertainer, you don't entertain a lot and stuff like that, okay, but you may get barbecues or whatever. Even if your family eating dishes you put out, at least have, I would say, at least 3 to 4 good serving spoons to have. At least 3 to 4 serving spoons you need to have in your house. Okay. Potato peeler. You know you could peel a potato with a knife, but why? If you can't afford one, you know, you may want to use some. Some people don't like to upgrade, but these are simple things that you can have in your house. They're not very expensive. I would say go to the dollar store, but that dollar store still doesn't last. As far as when it comes to your utensils, you could go to the dollar store and get you some utensils, and then 2 days later it's gone, it's broken. What do you got? So by the time you went to the dollar store 2 or 3 times, you can invest it $7 or $8 in a set like this ice cream scooper. This is a set, but it came with other things that not really basic household utensils, but I just pulled out of the set what I think that should be a basic utensil in your drawer. You should always have an ice cream scoop and a potato peeler. Everything else that came with the set was just way too advanced for basic stuff. You'll look at it and be like, what is this for? Why do I use this? What's this for? But I'm doing basic utensils to have in your home when you're ready to cook or ready to do something that you need. And I got right here ice cream scoop and what's this thing called? Somebody at my door. Oh, I hate this. Ice cream, you know what it is? It's my groceries. Here I come. Ice cream scoop, and they threw me off. And I want to call my son. Hold on for 1 minute. Hey, Boo-Boo! This is so, I'm sorry, God, this is my life. Hey, Boo-Boo! Ice cream scoop, potato peeler. I'm gonna have to get up in case these people don't think I'm here. Oh my goodness. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta get my groceries, and I don't want them to like, don't leave my food, because they're gonna be like, I'm not here. Hey, thank you. I'm sorry, it took me a minute. Did you find everything?
Yeah.
Thank you. But when I did the pictures, I did the pounds. I did the pounds.
When you did it, all I did was pick it up. So someone else shot that just pick it up.
Okay, well, I don't got 2 pieces. I got some small pieces there. Okay. Thank you, honey. I'm coming, guys. We'll be on that fish. Huh.
Oh, you live?
No, but I'm making a video.
Oh, I'm bad. I ain't at the update, right?
You know, anything could happen. Thank you guys for being patient.
Can I borrow 50 cents?
I'm back in that angle. Okay, I'm right. Okay, I'm sorry. There was. Now, another must utensil. Measuring spoons. Have some measuring spoons in your house. Again, I couldn't find a spoon to give you an example for measuring spoons, but this is a tablespoon, which is the biggest one that's on your measuring spoon. The second biggest one is a half a teaspoon. The second biggest one is your teaspoon. And then you have the third biggest one on here, which will be your half a teaspoon. And this one will be your 1/4 teaspoon. Now they got measuring spoon nowadays going up to like 1/8, and they keep going to different things. But the basic set will take you from 1 tablespoon to 1/4 teaspoon. And it's like full form on here. You just need to have some measuring spoons in your life. Get some measuring spoons. They're good to have. You can get these from the dollar store. They don't break, they don't go bad, but I do say that the numbers to get the wearing out, peeling off of them. But if you use them so much and you use them a lot, you'll know which is which. But if not, you know, again, just get you something like some solid ones. These are great. A must-have is a measuring spoon, especially when you want to try to follow a recipe and you want to do it exactly so that recipe come out right. That's why a lot of people do have an epic fail with a recipe, just because they don't have the right kitchen utensil to do this recipe. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta have this. You gotta have that. And what else? We almost finished. You need a grater. I had this. They had the flat graters, but you need a grater, you guys, to grate your cheeses. This is a must-have in your house. A grater is a must-have in your house. You need a grater. You gotta have it. Pizza cutter. I love pizza cutters. I think it's a must. Yeah, you could use a knife. Now, don't get me wrong. You could use a knife, a good knife. But, you know, sometimes a pizza cutter. Get a piece. This is extra stuff. This is extra stuff that you can have or not have in your home, because you can use a knife. You don't want to spend the extra money. But things like graters and the other things that I showed you, those are must-have utensils to have in your house. Especially when you're trying to follow a recipe. You want to know that you got the appropriate, you want to make sure you got the appropriate of everything that you're going to need in your house. To follow that recipe to the max, to get it down right, so that each time you make it, you know, it comes out. Now, for me, I'm an eyeballer, because I've been cooking for so long with my mom, my aunts, and grandmother, is that I done got to the point now I can eyeball stuff and just know I hit that target point. But sometimes with some recipes, they're new for me. I'm like you guys. I have to have my measuring glasses, my measuring spoons, and my measuring cups, and I use those correctly to make them to make that recipe come out, to perfect that recipe, to make it come out right. So you have to have a grater if you want to grate cheese. This is standard. I think every house has some type of grater. They have the flat ones. They have like this one, like I have. Secondly, some tongs. Now these are some old tongs. I had some new tongs. They got tongs now, like for like those up, like I said, them new pans that you have, and you don't want to mess them up. They got tongs now with rubber at the ends, so that when you do use them on your new dishes and you don't want to mess up the bottom of your pans, you will get those tongs. I had a set that I had from Amazon, but my kids broke them. Dang! And they don't know what to do, leave it alone, so I gotta get some more. But I didn't want to leave the tongs out, so I used my old ones that I've been using. But these, you must have in the kitchen, is a pair of tongs. I was so mad my sister didn't have none. Like, you don't have no tongs? Who don't have tongs? They'll take chicken out or to flip anything. A tongs is a must-have in the household. A ladle. Come on, we make soup. I like using ladles when you do a soup. You can get a cheap one. This is I love this ladle. This was given to me as a gift. It's very sturdy and heavy, real silver. But a ladle is a must-have item in your household. From making homemade tomato paste to homemade soups, and you know, this is a must-have, I believe, to have. As far as all this is based on my belief, the must-have utensils that I think you should have in your house, a ladle. Another must-have utensil is a rolling pin. They come in all different styles and brands and stuff. I think everyone should have a rolling pin. You never know when you want to make pizza. You never know when you want to try a biscuit recipe. You never know when you want to do some donuts. You know, a rolling pin to me is that must-have kitchen utensil that you could get a good stir. This is a wood one. I done had this rolling pin over 15 years, and I keep it washed. I constantly wash it down with some plain soap and water, and I wash it down. A rolling pin to me is a must-have in your home, because you never know. You want to decide to learn to make something, and you want to have it. This is a must-have in your home. Now, this may not be a must-have. I recently purchased this maybe 2 years ago. I like this. I like this for like when I made potato chips, or when I deep fried nuggets, or when I deep fried chicken fingers, or I deep fried fries. This is called a spider strainer, and they come in various sizes. I have like 3 of them because they came in a set, the big, the small, and the middle, but you ain't need to but one. This is a spider strainer. I think this is a must-have in your kitchen, because if you deep fry french fries or deep fried nuggets or anything that you deep fry, you want to scoop it out and drain that grease right then and there. I think this is called a spider strainer. I love this. I think every household should have this. I think you guys should get you one of these. I have a cookie maker. A cookie, cookie maker. It's not a cookie maker. Okay, guys, I'm back. My camera went dead. I didn't go dead. I over recorded, had to start over again. But this is a cookie scoop. If you make cookies for your kids, I know you can put it in your hand and ball it up, but this will get you a precise. Every cookie will be every size. If you like that, some people got they got ways with them. They want everything to be the right way. They want everything to be the right size. But if you don't care about your cookies being the right size, by all means, use a spoon and slop that cookie dough down there or roll up in a ball. But I think everybody should have at least one cookie scoop in their house. That's just me. I think you should have a cookie scoop. I didn't have one for a long time. And when I finally started doing cookies and stuff and got me one, I love it. Another item that I don't think you could have, because this is something just to have. This is called a pastry cutter. And I typically use this, like I have arthritis. My hands stop hurting because I'm an old school. I believe in washing your hands and going in your dough and stuff, your biscuit dough and things like that, and with your hands and crumbling up that butter and stuff. But sometimes if my hands bother me, I got arthritis, I like to go for my pastry cutter. You know, some people use forks, they use butter knives. You know how the old school people used to do it. I mean, and that is great if you want. If it works for you, you don't want to spend any extra money. But for me, as my arthritis start acting up, I grab my pastry cutter, get the digging and twisting into it and cutting that butter into that flour. I love this. Last but not least, you need a good strainer. I have about 5 to 6 strainers. I have silver ones, I have blue ones, I have Rubbermaid black ones. I have about 5 to 6 strainers. A set of strainers that goes from so many different sizes, from a large, small to a medium one. But this is my favorite one, just because I love it, because it's color blue. And someone gave it to me. I thought it was really pretty. But this is a good strainer. You need a strainer, a dependable strainer in your home. I would say, you know, to me, this is a must-have utensil to have in your house. It's a strainer. Now, guys, if I'm missing something, please shout it out. Say, oh, well, you didn't say this or you didn't say that. I know what I didn't say is shears. Some scissor shears. Just when I wanted to do this video, I couldn't find my scissor shears. Now, scissor shears are like scissors, but you get them in the set of your knife set. When you get them, that is a must-have in your kitchen, because it's very good with cutting the skin off of the fat off of your meat, cutting up your steak strips with fajitas, but cutting up like onions, not the onions, the regular onions, but like scallions and stuff like that. So scissor shears is a must-have. I think that knife set is something that you could get. Normally when you buy a knife set, it comes with the scissor shears. Do not let people take, I done bought so many, but people done went in my kitchen looking for a pair of scissors and taking my daggone shears out and using them for scissors, and I don't put them back in my kitchen. You took them out my kitchen, used them to cut paper, to cut this, to cut that. This is for my food. So yeah. And your spatula, don't forget a rubber spatula. I didn't pull out my rubber spatula. I don't know what I was thinking. I had one that came with this set, but you need a spatula. Also have a rubber spatula. You can normally find this in a set. A Rubbermaid set, not with this is separate. A Rubbermaid set, guys, all this stuff don't have to be expensive, but I think these are some of the must-have utensils that you need to have in your kitchen. So the 2 things I don't have on the table, I do apologize, is my kitchen shears. Shears are similar to scissors, and you use those again just to cut meat. You can cut onions, scallions and green onions and stuff with them. Like that, cut the fat off your chicken and off anything, fat off your ribs. Kitchen shears is really good to have, and again, you could get those either separate, or you could buy a knife set and they'll come with that knife set. And then the other thing I don't have on here is a spatula. I apologize for that, but I do have a wooden spatula on here. But yeah, this doesn't really bend as easily if you want to flip a pancake or something. So have a rubber spatula, because I have a rubber spatula and a nice silver thick spatula like this. So yeah, so I think these are must-haves. I know the video is long and it's dragged out. If you think this was a great video and you learned something from it, or just to get the must-have things, again, I think I threw in some extra stuff because I do a lot of cooking, but I really believe the must-haves, again, just to go over. You need some tongues in your life. Get you some tongues. You need a potato smasher. That's a must-have. The new one or old school type. I think that everyone should have a rolling pin in their kitchen. I think everyone should have a grater in their kitchen. Everyone should have a strainer in their kitchen. I believe everyone, oh, I didn't do this. This is a zest. This is a, for doing zest. I have this because I bake a lot. And this is for, doing zest. And this is for for lemons and limes, anything oranges you want to zest the skin off of. I like to have this. I think everyone should have this. A lot of recipes that you may do, recipes you may find, may say a zest of a lemon, or a zest of an orange, or a zest of a lime. And you're like, I don't have one. So this is something that you use to zest your, this is a citrus zest, to zest off the peelings for your fruit, for a recipe. Get you a zester. I will like this. And last but not least, I got sitting over here, you gotta have you a squeezer, a citrus squeezer in your house for lemons, for limes. You want to make something, you gotta have something to squeeze it out with. They got the old-fashioned kind that you cut the fruit in half and you do like this and do like that. They got electronic kinds, but get you a zester, a citrus zester, a lemon squeezer, whatever you want to call it. Get one of these. You're like, it's steel, it's heavy duty. I love it. That's a must-have. Again, I think that spatulas, rubber, a must-have. I think that a good wire whisk is a must-have. Serving spoons, a must-have. You entertain, you do things. Wooden spoons, I believe that's a must-have in your kitchen. And a good old-fashioned can opener, because electronics can openers, they break, they go bad. You need that go-to guy that you can rely on. A good sturdy can opener, a board, what I'm gonna call this, a chopping board. And again, but above everything, remember your measurements. This is for liquids, this is for solids. Oh, and let me do a thumbnail. Okay, so the must-haves kitchen utensils by SoulfulT. This is what I think. Oh, and I didn't do this. This is called an offset spatula. Now, this is an offset spatula. If anyone ever seen this, like, what is this for? This is an offset spatula. This is something I threw in if you bake and you frosting cakes. I think this is something that you need to have in your kitchen. I have this in 3 different sizes, small, medium, large. This is my large one. I didn't think I needed all of them. And this is an offset spatula, and this is for when you're frosting cakes. This is really helpful. So I thought maybe I'd throw this. Some stuff is extra stuff that you may not use every day, but I think, and another must-have I say is the pizza cutter right here, and this spider strainer, because I feel as though that if you deep fry anything and you need to get it up out there, you can't find them tongues, you want to really get that grease going, this spider strainer, take it in, scoop it up, shake it, pay to the side, let's paper towel. Guys, I am out of here. It is Friday. Hope you guys join me tonight for adult time. We're going to have some fun. Until next time, love you, Soul Squad. Like, share, subscribe. Follow me on all my social media platform, which is at SoulfulT2 on Facebook. You know, SoulfulT on Instagram. At That Girl Shops on Facebook. Not on Facebook, on Instagram. Until my next video, guys, I hope you love this video. Thumbs this video up. Let me know that you like it. If you think I missed out on any type of must-have utensil in the house, let me know. Yeah, I am out. I'm going to do a must-have seasoning video. The seasons that you need to have in your house. The must-have seasoning videos. Because my sister need that too. I go to her house. She ain't never got no cinnamon. She ain't never got no paprika. I'm like, wait, you ain't got no thyme, no oregano, no basil. I'm like, girl, I said, I need to do a season video on you. So yeah, that video gonna be coming soon. I love you, Soul Squad. Happy TGIF Day. Stay blessed.